The next one, is envy or jealousy. The third one is the matsuriya, avarice or stinginess. And kukucha, worry or remorse. So we go to page 75 now. In the middle, now we have dosa, anger, hatred, evil. Not this dosa. Now we read the first paragraph. Dosa is translated as hatred, anger, and or aversion. It is the most destructive element in the world. It is more frightful than the atomic weapon. Of course, when someone pulls a trigger on the atomic weapon, he does so under the influence of dosa. You skip the second paragraph and then read the third paragraph. Not only inflicted dosa as the one present in an angry person, but also depressed dosa as the one felt by a sad or depressed person are destructive. According to Abhidhamma, the one who retaliates and insults is more foolish than the one who started the insult. Now this dosa is compared with a poisonous snake, like a cobra. So when it sleeps, it seems to be harmless. But if you just put a stick on it, immediately it raises its hood, ready to bite. So the same thing with the dosa. Now when you look like the person, all the persons are smiling, it seems they are very good nature. But if you do something wrong or some insult to them, immediately they become very angry to you. So, and this anger will destroy you first, before it destroys others. It destroys you first. So, but be careful. For example, the Devadatta and our Bodhisattva. In one life, they are salesmen. So they are selling the beautiful marbles. So they went in a village. So the Devadatta, salesman, he went ahead. So he said, I have very beautiful marbles, who would like to buy them? So a young girl in an old house there, who lives with her grandparent, and they were very, very rich before. Now they were very poor. So the granddaughter said, I like to have some marble. So they called the man. And then the old lady told the grandchild, you bring that old cup under the staircase. So the cup is very old, and it is covered with dust. So the old lady said, well, young man, we don't have any money. We have only this old cup. So you take this cup and you can give your sister as many marbles you like. So as soon as the salesman he got the cup, it is heavy. So he has some suspicion. So he scratched it. Then it shines up. It is gold. He knows it is gold now. Just give it 2 marbles, he can get this cup. But he didn't want to give many marbles. If he gives just a little, they may not be satisfied. So he said, just pretending. So your old cup is worth nothing. I cannot give any marble for it. So he went out. And then the Bodhisattva salesman, he also came later. So I also have the beautiful marble, who would like to have it? So they call him again. The same thing, they say, you can take this, this cup, you can give as much marble you give. Then, when he saw that scratch, shiny, grandma, it is a gold cup. It is what? Many $1,000s. So I don't have money for this. So he said, oh, your friend said it is worthless. But you said it is worth many $1,000. You take it. You can give us as much as you want. You want to. He gave all the money that he get from the selling. And he gave all the marbles. And he asked for 8 rupees. Because to come to this village, they have to cross a river. And there's only one boat. And that boatman charged them 4 rupees each. So now he will give the double. No? So he asked for 8 rupees. As soon as he get 8 rupees, he ran to that, the boat, and he told the man, you take me to the other side. You promised whoever call you, you would not come back. I will give you 8 rupees. So the man agreed. So now they are crossing. Now the Bodhisattva, the Devadatta, salesman came back. Now, grandma, I will give you marbles. Give me the cup. Well, no, the cup is already given to your friend. So he ran to the to the river now. So he said, this cup belongs to me. Now I have the chance to get it. Now that man takes it, I will kill him. So he came, so very angry because what you want is taken by another. So actually, because of wrong reflection, he became very angry. So when he came to the river, the boat is in the middle of the river already. He called the man, please come back. I will give you 8 rupiah also, or 16 rupiah, 32 rupiah. The man didn't come back. So now now I lost. All this many billion, many $1,000. Now I lost it. So when you lost something, what happened? Dosa mula chitta arises. Now you are not happy, you are angry. So dosa mula chitta is accompanied by painful mental feeling. So when that the consciousness is very strong, the pain is very strong, he vomited blood. So from your heart, the blood is vomited, he died. So he bear the grudge. Because of that, I will kill this man. So, light after light, he tried to kill the bodhisattva. Light after light, even the last light. They became the Buddha and the bodhisattva, the Devadatta. Devadatta is actually the brother of Yasodhya Devi. So they are brother-in-law. But he tried to kill the Buddha again. Because of this anger, hatred, grudge. It's very destructive, and very prideful, you might say. So the best thing is to be careful, not to allow dosa arise in you. So never get angry. That will be the best policy. So even someone becomes angry and attacks you, don't become angry. Don't become angry. If you can smile, it's better. So you can just say, oh, I don't know why you're angry with me. If I have done something wrong to you, I apologize to you. What can I do for you? So then the enemy will not be angry to you anymore. And nowadays we have many causes for this dosa mula chitta. So worry is one of the worst things. Because you're attached to your family members, to your job, you're always worried about the safety of this, your family members, about your job, all these things. So by worrying, so you are just developing dosa mula chitta. You are just getting immoral karma. So no benefit at all. So try to get it away. And now we have so we say depressed dosa. When you cannot, you are not angry because you cannot fight your superior. So you have to to bear that anger. So we call it depressed anger. So like sorrow, sadness, and then depression, disappointment, and then now in the office you have to do a lot of work, and you are having the pressure to do this, to finish them. no, in 1 day, 2 days, etc. So you get stress and strain. So if you are not worried about that, no, then you are very dead. So you get dosa mula chitta. If you don't like it, you get dosa mula chitta. So now this dosa will disturb your digestive system. No, then you will develop the stomach ulcer, and then you will get headache, body pain, without any other causes. So they say now, the 90% of the patients who went to the clinics today, who go to the clinics today, they have diseases connected with their mind. Connected with their mind. That means because of the anger, the suppressed anger, depression, stress and strain, they are having many diseases. So don't allow this anger to arise in you. That would be the best policy. So when you have a lot of things to do, don't get depressed, don't get angry. So you just decide which one to do first. Well, I will do only one thing at a time. So when finish it, then I will do another thing. Then I will do another thing. So when in the office, if necessary, you may work the overtime. But don't get angry. If you get angry, your thinking will be disturbed. So your work will not be efficient. A lot of mistakes will come in. For example, if you have a lot of plates to wash, so don't get angry. Oh, I have so many plates to wash. So just think, I have to wash only this plate this time. So wash it. So I have to wash only this plate. So one at a time. So finally you finish it. And the most important thing is don't get the heartbroken because of love affairs and committed suicide. That is the worst thing. So dinner break. So we'll meet again at 7:30. So I would like to teach you the anapanastic some more tonight. And also if you like to, we will have some question and answers again. Tonight I'd like to teach you mindfulness of breathing. That is on this Visuddhimagga book, chapter 4, on page 147. On page 147. So in the morning meditation, from 6 a.m. to about 7:15 a.m. now, you can undertake meditation. So when you undertake meditation, so you just reflect on the 4 guardian meditations for 5 minutes each. Then you just take this anapanastic. Try to do it. So now we try to learn how the Buddha taught this meditation. Now the Buddha, he taught 40 subjects of meditation for developing the right concentration. And among these, anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing, is regarded as the foremost meditation, the most important meditation. And this meditation is practiced by bodhisattvas, all bodhisattvas. They practice only this mindfulness of breathing. And even when they became Buddhas, they still they use the mindfulness of breathing to develop the fourth jhana, and then they will attain the fruition attainment, enjoying nibbana bliss with this fourth jhana on anapanasati. Now in the second paragraph, we describe the praise of the Buddha for this meditation. We can read that paragraph together. It has been praised and recommended by the Blessed One thus. And bhikkhus, this concentration through mindfulness of breathing, when developed and practiced much, is both peaceful and sublime. Nothing need be added to it. It is an unadulterated blissful abiding. And it vanishes once and stills evil, unprofitable thoughts as soon as they arise. So, according to this praise, this anapanasati will develop concentration, and that will produce peace, peace and happiness, peace, bliss and happiness. So he say the concentration of anapanasati is peaceful and very sublime. Nothing need be added to it. It is complete by itself. And it is unadulterated, means unmixed, not mixed by any other thing. It is pure, blissful abiding. So blissful abiding means living. So it is a way of living very blissfully with this anapanasati. And it vanishes. Vanishes means it drives away at once and stills evil, unprofitable thoughts as soon as they arise. So those who have many thoughts, so they cannot concentrate their mind. So they should meditate this anapanasati. And those who are the torture by laziness and the sleepiness, the sloth and torpor, then you should also take this anapanasati. When your mind becomes agitated, so unprofitable thoughts arising in you, then you can drive them away immediately by undertaking this anapanasati. Now in the bottom paragraph, anapanasati is one of the most effective meditation subjects for developing concentration quickly. It is suitable to many meditators, and it is being used in many meditation centers as the basic parihariya kammatthana. So parihariya kammatthana means, so we gave you the meaning there, the special meditation subject that you have chosen for developing the right concentration. So if properly practiced, it can develop the mind up to the fourth rupa vajra jhana in the fourfold method. Fourfold method means four jhana method. So here we describe 5 rupa vajra jhana, in Abhidhamma. Because after attaining the first jhana, we eliminate vitaka first to go to the second jhana. Then we eliminate vichara to go to the third jhana. Now in practice, in meditation, so most meditators can eliminate vitaka, vichara simultaneously. So after the first jhana, they eliminate vitaka, vichara simultaneously, so they attain the second jhana. That is, that second jhana is equal to the third jhana of the 5-fold method. So this 5th jhana is also equivalent to the 4th rupa vajra jhana. So we say, when we say this 4th rupa vajra jhana, you should know it is equivalent to the 5th rupa vajra jhana described in Abhidhamma. The anapanasati is practiced in almost all meditation centers. Mostly they don't teach according to the Buddha's teaching. They don't teach. They don't teach the way the Buddha described. And they don't develop the 4th jhana. Even the first jhana they don't develop. So again, they have, we should say, the wrong view. So they thought we need only momentary concentration. They call it khanika samadhi, to undertake the vipassana yanika way meditation. So they think if you get a certain concentration, that can be called momentary concentration. So that is enough for undertaking meditation. That is the wrong view actually. When the Buddha, he described this Khanika Samadhi, he means this Khanika Samadhi is, at least it is equal to the neighborhood concentration of the first jhana. It must be equivalent to that. Now, in the case of the Buddha himself, and all the arahats who became enlightened as arahat, when we look in the sutta, they always use the fourth jhana for vipassana meditation. So actually, the fourth jhana is the best concentration to undertake vipassana. Now, when you undertake vipassana, when you attain the fourth jhana, you develop the fourth jhana first, with anapanasati. Then you must come out of the jhana to undertake vipassana. Because when you are in the jhana state, your mind is focused and fixed only on the counter sign. It cannot take other sign. In vipassana, you have to see these mentality arising very rapidly, and you have to reflect on three characteristics of impermanence, suffering, and not self. So you have to come out of the fourth jhana. So when you come out of the fourth jhana, your concentration still remains very close to that fourth jhana, and we call this the neighborhood of the fourth jhana. Now, when you use this concentration, as I told you before, when you get the jhana, the mind is pure, it radiates very bright penetrative light. You can see penetratively into the body. You can analyze mind and body into ultimate realities, and you can see them arising and dissolving clearly, very clearly. Then you have to reflect anicca, 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 dukkha, and dukkha, 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 anatta, anatta in vipassana. So when you are reflecting on anicca, anicca, you are seeing those mentality material arising and dissolving, arising and dissolving. So they are arising and dissolving very quickly. So you have to see them, and so to focus on them, and they dissolve. Then you have to focus to another one, and another one, something like that. So it is called momentary concentration. So Khanika Samadhi actually means the neighborhood of the fourth concentration, the jhana. So we say, like in Visuddhimagga, so Visuddhimagga also say that, Citta Visuddhi Nama Sa Upachara Atta Samapatiyo. So the meaning is, the neighborhood concentration and the concentration that associate with the eight jhana. So when we say eight jhana, you should know it is 4 Rupavajra jhana and 4 Arupavajra jhana. So now the concentration associate with this eight jhana, or even the neighborhood concentration to the first jhana, is called Citta Visuddhi, purity of the mind. So according to this, we say you can also use the neighborhood concentration in undertaking meditation, vipassana. And if you use that, we call it vipassana yanika, meditation. And I also explained to you the vipassana, the neighborhood concentration is not very stable. It will fall very quickly, very often. Like a young child, they are walking, fall very often. So when you go to real vipassana, it's very difficult. So the Buddha, he prefers the jhana concentration. So in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, which is the most important sutta discourse on meditation, there he clearly states the right concentration, samadhi, is the concentration associated with the 4 Rupavajra jhana. So that is what he wants to So those persons, as they don't know how to develop the jhana nowadays. No, so you cannot find a person. Try to find. No, you can find try to find. No, in Indonesia, no, in the Malaysia, Thailand, Myanmar, and then even in the Sri Lanka, no, Cambodia, you can find. No, so you will not be able to find a teacher who can develop the fourth jhana. No, so we are very lucky now. We say, no, Pao Shadow could teach very easily. For him, he know all meditation subjects. So he taught all these 8 jhana, no, Chitta, to develop them. So for him it's very easy for him. So now, so many meditators are produced. So under him, and they can also teach this anapanasati correctly. So if you correctly attain the fourth jhana, that means your meditation method is correct. So please look on the next page, 148. So textual description of anapanasati by the Buddha. O bhikkhus, in this dispensation, this dispensation means in the teachings of the Buddha, a bhikkhu who undertakes meditation goes to the forest or to the foot of a tree or to a quiet place, sits down, folds his legs crosswise, sets his body erect, and establishes mindfulness on the ingoing breath and the outgoing breath, which represent the meditation subject of mindfulness of breathing. Ever mindfully he breathes in, and ever mindfully he breathes out. So now his advice is to go to a quiet, secluded place where you will not be disturbed by any noises and by any person, not by any person. So now when we meditate, inside the study Shirigong Stupa, so it's all right. It's a good place. You can even meditate in your house, if you have like a secluded room where you can close the door and you can just meditate. Ask your family members don't disturb me for 1 hour and don't make any noise. You can even do that. So the noise is not the enemy of meditation. The noise is enemy of meditation, especially speaking, talking. So if somebody is speaking and talking nearby, or you are hearing the voices like that, so it would be disturbing. So it's better, especially at the beginning, when our concentration is very low. So it should not be disturbed. So it should be very quiet. And then, as we do yesterday, you should sit either cross-legged, keep your body erect, and then you relax all your muscle, and then you breathe normally. So he say mindfully he breathes in, mindfully he breathes out. So you have to be mindful of your breath all the time. That means, actually that is, we take it as the first step. So to be mindful of the in-breath and the out-breath. Okay. Then the Buddha describes 4 steps of anapanasati for developing concentration. So you can look in the book. 1, breathing in long. He knows I breathe in long. Or breathing out long. He knows I breathe out long. And 2, breathing in short. He knows I breathe in short. Or breathing out short. He knows I breathe out short. This 1 and 2, actually we take this as step 2. Because at one time, you may be breathing, either your breath is short or your breath may be long. So in meditation, so it can change. So we say if you are breathing slowly, you take the breath to be long. If you are breathing fast, so you take the breath to be short. Just to know when if the breath is long, just take note it is long. If it is short, just take note it is short. So it is step 2 actually. Okay. Then step 3. He strives on thus. I shall breathe in to be aware of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole breath clearly. He strives on thus. I shall breathe out to be aware of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole breath clearly. So, in the third step, we actually increase our mindfulness to be aware of the whole in-breath and the whole out-breath. So, from the beginning to the end. No? So, you have to be aware of the whole in-breath and the whole out-breath. That's step 3. Okay. Now, the fourth step. He strives on thus. I shall breathe in, tranquilizing the bodily formations of the ingoing breath. He strives on thus. I shall breathe out, tranquilizing the bodily formation of the outgoing breath. Not tranquilize means to calm down, not to calm down the breath. So usually when we start meditation, our breath is quite strong and quite distinct. Now as you go on meditating, then when you gain concentration, and then your body mechanisms calms down, your breath will also become calm. So it becomes very calm, very subtle, very gentle, subtle, gentle, subtle, gentle, and finally it will disappear. That is the fourth step actually. Now, in the next topic, we give practical instruction for undertaking anapanasati. Now, when you are going to meditate, you should know these things first. So now we say, the meditator should learn the subject of meditation from a competent teacher. So a competent teacher would be the one who can teach you correctly, as taught by the Buddha. And his teaching should be able for you to develop up to the fourth concentration. The fourth rupa vajra jhana concentration. So you have to find a good teacher. As I told you nowadays, many teachers cannot teach the Buddha's way. So you should know. If you don't know anything, you think, oh, this teacher, he's venerable monk. His teaching would be correct. So it may not be correct. If it's not correct, you may meditate for many months and you don't get any result. So you are just wasting your time actually. So it is important to know this meditation subject. You have to learn in detail. Now we are teaching you in detail. Now then he should find a secluded, quiet place suitable for meditation, taking notice that any noise is a serious disturbance to the mindfulness of breathing. In a group meditation, each meditator should maintain complete silence. So, be careful of this rule. To maintain complete silence. Silence is golden. Silence is golden. So don't make any noise. Don't make any noise. So if you cough, you cannot control, you cough. So some people, only when they meditate, they want to cough. So if you cough very loudly, so it will disturb others. So try to use your handkerchief, so cover your mouth and then try to cough very gently. So if you cannot control, you have to cough very loud and for quite for a long time. It's better to go far from the other meditators. Only when you can control your cough, you should come in. That should be the rule. Okay. Now the next paragraph. The meditator should sit comfortably either cross-legged or in any preferably posture on a mat or seat. So now we are here. They provide you. They provide you the cushion there. So take the big one and also the small one. No, put the small one on the big one. Sit on that, so that then you can put your legs in the lower one. So we say some people they cannot sit cross-legged, especially those who are fat. they cannot sit, not just like Americans. They cannot sit. They cannot sit. They are very stiff. So we say, if you have to find it, you can sit even on a chair. But even when you sit on a chair, so it's better to keep your body erect, body erect. So if you make yourself very comfortable, so some they use a lot of foam and cushion. So if you make it very comfortable, very soon you will be sleeping, or you fall asleep. So. And again, in meditation, you can use all the full posture, any posture you like. So the sitting meditation is the preferred one and the best one actually. So by that we can develop the concentration quickly actually. So if you have sometimes some like we say some pain or some like that, so not comfortable to sit, you can meditate standing. So in standing, you just stand with the legs about 1 foot apart. And you just keep your 2 hands down. And then you just stand erect. And then relax. And then you close your eyes and you breathe in, breathe out. Just as when you were sitting. The same thing. So you breathe normally and try to find to the in-breath, the out-breath, and try to know the touching point. So we know the in-breath and out-breath by the gentle touch. So we can do it. I shall continue to read it. He should keep his body and head erect while relaxing all muscles. He should not move any part of his body during meditation, although he is allowed to change the posture to relieve any unbearable pain in his body. Even then, he must tolerate any bodily pain or discomfort as much as possible and change his posture gently with half awareness if he has to, still mindful of breathing while he does so. So now, here we say, you should keep your body and head erect. So by keeping erect there, you can breathe very well and you can sit for a long time. So if you are bending like that or something like that, so you cannot sit long. If the pressure being so pressed by the bone, so you get pain very soon. And you just, when you sit, where you are going to put your hand, so you determine. You put here or you can put here. So as I told you yesterday, so either this position or this position. So if you want to put like that, it's all right. So you just determine where to put, it's all right. But don't change very often. So don't move your body so very often. So if you move your hand or your body, what happened? So to move the hand or the body means you need attention to that. So that at that time your mind is distracted from your meditation subject. So you disturb your meditation actually. So try to keep still, so as much as possible. So if any pain arises, don't pay attention. Don't pay attention. So just try to be mindful of the in-breath and out-breath. You can increase your attention on the in-breath and out-breath, then you don't know the pain anymore. So if the pain becomes unbearable, we say, no, you need not endure it. You can change your posture. You are free. But don't do very quickly. So, no, while you are going to change, try to be aware of the in-breath, out-breath. Now, while you can be aware of the in-breath, out-breath very well, then with little attention, you can just change your posture. No, you can do that. In that case, we don't disturb the meditation. Then after you sit comfortably, no, you are going to start your meditation. So we say the first time of each day, no, when you start meditation, so try to do that 4 guardian meditations, no, for about 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. Emphasize on, no, the radiation of loving kindness and Buddha Nusti. No, give more time to that. No, so for the Asubha and the nature of death, Marana Nusti, no, you can omit if you want to. No, if you have to reflect, just reflect for a few times. That will be enough. No, then you go on with this Anapanasati now. So after sitting there, we say you close your eyes. No, you close your eyes and do that. No, the Metta Bhavana and Buddha Nusti. No, say for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Then you begin with the mindfulness of breathing. So this is our special meditation, mindfulness of breathing. No, we are using it to develop the right concentration. So, no, it is advised in Visuddhimagga, we should carry this meditation with us all the time, all the time, wherever we go. So Anapanasati is very good because wherever you are, you are breathing, so you have your meditation subject. That's very good. No, so try to be aware of this, the in-breath and out-breath. No, wherever you are, as much as possible. That's the advice. But in meditation now, no, you just close your eyes and you breathe normally. Now, when you breathe normally, you focus your attention on the 2 nostrils. No, the 2 nostrils and just below the nostril there. Just keep your attention there. Now, focus your mind on that, only on here. And you know you are breathing in and you are breathing out. Now we have to know the in-breath and the out-breath because that is our meditation subject. No? So if you are knowing the in-breath by the genus and the gentle touch at any point, that will be enough. No, that would be good enough. But it is better to find the most distinct touching point. So when you are breathing normally, now, some people, when they are breathing very gentle, they don't know the touch, they say. So if you don't know the touch, you can breathe a little harder. No, but don't make any noise. Don't do like that. Just you breathe out just a little harder. No? So the touch will be distinct. So even then, if you cannot know the touch yet, just be patient. No? Because your concentration is low and your mindfulness is not very good. So just try to be aware of the in-breath, the out-breath, just that. And slowly the touching will become distinct. So the touch is like, if you don't know how is the touch, so you can put your finger in front of your nose. So while you're breathing, your out-breath, in-breath actually touches touches the finger. So just like you breathe, in the breeze, the touching your cheek, the same thing. So the touch would be just like that. So be patient, and you can breathe a little harder if you don't find it. Now when you find the touching, then you just breathe normally. So we say if the touching appears in both nostrils, then you choose one nostril. Either the right or the left, is up to you. Then if you concentrate only on one nostril, it becomes more distinct. More distinct. So when you cannot find the touch, in the initial stage, so try to focus only on one nostril. Then it will be distinct. Distinct. So if it's distinct there, the touch may be around the nostril, or sometimes the touch is in the upper lip. So wherever is the touch, you just choose one place, no, which is the most distinct, no. So you just choose that one. So, say if the touch is not at the say at the tip of here, or at the bottom of the nostril here, or not any place, not under the nostril. So you fix your mind only at that point. You keep your mind at that touching point, and try to be aware of the in-breath by the gentle touch at that point, and try to know the out-breath by the gentle touch at that point. So we don't change the point. It should be the same point. Now somebody say, oh, the in-breath touch one point, out-breath touch another point. Would that be all right? So it's not good. No, you just choose one point, and then you concentrate there. Slowly you will find that both the in-breath and out-breath will be touching that point. No, so if the touching point there, when you breathe in, so the in-breath goes in. So by the gentle touch, you know the in-breath. We don't follow the in-breath, either inward or the out-breath outward. We don't follow. We just try to know this touch at the touching point. No, so that is important. No, so if you are following the breath inward and going out, no, your mindfulness is very very wide area. It's very difficult to get concentration. So just keep at one point, just one point. So by that point, you know the in-breath by the gentle touch, the out-breath by the gentle touch. If you know that, that is okay. That is the first step. No? Now go to page 149. So the topic there is first step, awareness of the in-breath and the out-breath. So this is the first step that you should undertake in meditation. We have to do this first step first. Now we read the two paragraphs there. The first important step in mindfulness of breathing is to be constantly aware of the ingoing breath and the outgoing breath by their gentle brushing, either at the nostrils or at the upper lip. So Visuddhimagga, so states very emphatically below, only if the meditator practices anapanasati by establishing his mindfulness on the breath at the point of distinct contact with the in-breath and the out-breath, will the anapanasati concentration and meditation be fully accomplished in him. So it is a reminder, you might say. So you should not take any other the other subject, only the in-breath and out-breath. Try to be aware of the in-breath and out-breath by the gentle touch. Yes. Now the second last paragraph. Now an important question arises. Should one concentrate on the breath or on the touch? The answer is definite. One must always concentrate on the breath. So some people, they concentrate on the touch. So they even know touching, knowing, they say. No, so we don't concentrate on the touch. So the meditation subject is the in-breath and the out-breath. Okay. And then the bottom paragraph. Moreover, he should not pay attention to natural characteristics, sabhava lekhana, and common characteristics, samanya lekhana. So we explain these characteristics on the next page. So sabhava lekhana means natural characteristics. So the in-breath and the out-breath is the air. So the air is made up of 4 elements. We call Pathavi is the earth element, and it has the characteristic of hardness or softness. And then Abo is water element. We call it the element of liquidity. It has the characteristic of cohesiveness and fluidity. And then Tejo is heat, and it has the characteristic of hotness or coldness. And then Vayo is not the air element, or we say the element of motion. And it has the characteristic of pushing and supporting. So we should not pay to these characteristics. No? So if you pay to these characteristics, you are not doing anapanasati. No, you are not doing anapanasati. So some people, no, they say, no, so in breath, in, out, no, they are tijo, in, out, vayo, in, out, patui. Don't do that. No, don't do that. No, and some say, oh, when I breathe in, it is cool in the nostril, and when I breathe out, it's hot there. So they are taking it's the cool and the hotness. Don't do that. No, so you may know the coolness and the hotness. Don't worry, but you have to focus only on the in-breath and the out-breath. Yes, that is. And then the next paragraph, samanya lakhana means common characteristics. And the common characteristics of mentality, materiality are impermanence, anicca, suffering, dukkha, and not self, anatta. These are the common characteristics. So don't pay attention to that. So some people, they say in-breath, out-breath. So the in, out, anicca, in, out, dukkha, in, out, anatta. Don't do that. No, we do this, we reflect on anicca, dukkha only in vipassana. We are not doing vipassana yet. Now the fourth paragraph there. Also, one need not label the breath as in-breath, out-breath, or in, out. All that is required is to be mindfully aware of the ingoing breath and the outgoing breath all the time. If he cannot concentrate his mind without labeling, then he may note in-breath, out-breath at the beginning stage. So, no, when we are doing the in-breath and out-breath, what we need is just to watch the ingoing breath and the outgoing breath. No, if you can concentrate by ingoing breath, outgoing breath, ingoing, no, in-breath, out-breath, in-breath, out-breath, without labeling, so it would be very good. But at the beginning, as our mind is wandering, so no, some feel that it's better to label. So if you have to label, no, you can note in the beginning, in-breath, out-breath, in-breath, out-breath. Or to be short, you can just say note in, out, you can do it. No? And the next paragraph tells you not to follow the breath inward or outward. Just try to know the in-breath and out-breath at the touching point. And the following three paragraphs also tell you not to pay attention to any bodily pain, like the itching, or like the scratching, or like some ants crawling, all these things. Don't pay attention. No. So if you feel sometime like the crawling, so we say just the neglect it, ignore it. Just try to be aware of the in-breath, out-breath, and it will disappear. No? Then, if it does not disappear, so we say if the pain, the pain becomes unbearable, so you are free to change the posture, but change very gently with only the slight attention to it. And sometimes you think, oh, like the ant crawling there. So if you cannot get when it becomes disturbing, so while you're taking notice of in-breath and out-breath, you can just, with your hand, you can just, if the end's there, you just drive it away, you can do it. But just do very slowly. What doing it, you are just still be aware of the in-breath and out-breath. And one thing again, don't allow your mind to wander away, to go to other sense object. So if you lose your mindfulness on in-breath and out-breath, your mind is very quick. It will go to your house, to your friend, you are there. So if you know it goes out, you just bring it back. Just try to be aware of the in-breath, out-breath only. If the thoughts comes in, so just neglect it, ignore it, and just try to be aware of the in-breath and out-breath. Now, if you can be aware of the in-breath and out-breath, no, so with labeling in, out, or without labeling, then if you can concentrate very well, just go on meditating like that. But usually our mind is not tranquil and not calm, because we say the mind used to wander on sense objects. So not just like the fish, which always live in water. If you take out the fish and put it on the land, so it jumps all the time, because it does not know how to live there. The same thing as the mind is just, it finds the happiness in wandering along the sense object. Now you keep it from that sense object, and you try to keep it fixed on the in-breath and out-breath. So it would, it would resist that. So it would try to go out, to go out. So if your mind is restless and wavering, then the advice is to use the counting method. So in the middle of the page, we describe the counting method to control the mind. Now the way we do the counting is described below. In breath, out breath, you count 1. In breath, out breath, you count 2. In breath, out breath, you count 3. So you are advised at the bottom paragraph to count not less than 5 and not more than 10. But he is advised to count up to 8 in reverence of the noble eightfold path. Why he is trying to develop, is trying to develop the eightfold noble path. He should make a determination to keep the mind calmly fixed on the in-breath and out-breath while counting from 1 to 8 without letting the mind to wander away towards various external objects. So though we say in-breath, out-breath here, you need not label in-breath, out-breath. You just take note, you breathe in, breathe out, only then you just count 1 mentally. Breathe in, breathe out, you count 2. Breathe in, breathe out, you count 3. You count 1 to 8, 1 to 8 again and again. So we say you should make the determination. Why I count from 1 to 8, I shall not let my mind wander away. You just make the determination or the wish. Then you can control better. So by counting, we can control the mind not to wander away. It's very nice. So if you can, not just by counting, you can control and meditate very well. So keep on the meditating by the counting method till the end of the meditation period. Now the attitude in undertaking meditation is very important. You should know this meditation is a very noble task. So it is part of the eightfold noble path. The eightfold noble path that leads to Nibbana. And the Buddha describes this to be the noblest path. So it would be the noblest practice. So all the Buddhas and Arahats, by practicing this meditation, they go to Nibbana. So now I have the chance to follow the Buddha and Arahats by undertaking this meditation. So you should be very glad. Very glad. And then again, while you are meditating, you are keeping your mind only at one point. That is to be aware of the in-breath and out-breath at the touching point. Just that. So actually you are keeping your mind rested actually. Because if your mind is wandering, and you are thinking of that, your mind is always walking all the time. This is just, you keep it just at peace actually. And while you are aware of the in-breath and out-breath, so no lobha, no dosa, no moha will arise. So only moral mind, mahakusala citta, will be arising. So if you are meditating joyfully, so manasa sagatam, mahakusala citta will arise. And then you know the karma in result. So by this meditation, I'm getting good karmas by many billions every second. So that means jnana samyuttam. And you should meditate willingly, no? Enthusiastically, not to pushing yourself. Oh, you better meditate for another 5 minutes. Meditate now. So you have to push yourself. So if you have to push yourself, it would be sasankharika. So if it goes automatically, it should be asankharika. So, not to meditate with somanasa sagadam, jnana samyuttam, asankharika mahakusala citta is the best. Please look on page 23. No, on page 23. So the third paragraph. Now we describe there the perfect path. So now please read the first paragraph there. No, the 3 lines. Free from pain and torture is this path. Free from groaning and suffering is this path. It is the perfect path. So there should be no pain, no torture, no groaning, no suffering in this path. No, it is very comfortable and pleasant path. No, so from the beginning it's very, very pleasant. And there is no danger. No danger in meditation. No danger. So someone asked me. Someone asked me. So when he takes meditation, as he closes his eyes, he starts seeing, he say, very deep canyon, as if he is going to fall down. So he gets scared, he said. So some people, they say, they say skeleton, or they say the ghost, or something like that. No. So I say, now, before you meditate, while you are opening your eyes, you don't see any of this. When you close your eyes, why do you see them? Why do you see them? No, that is abnormal, actually. It's created by your mind, actually. You are thinking, there may be some danger, something like that. No danger like that. So if you see like that, I think just open your eyes. So see whether those some skeleton, the ghosts are present. They are not present. So when we have taken like the Mitta Bhavana and the mind Buddha Nosti, so we are well protected. Protected, no ghosts. No ghosts will come and attack you. So and again, they say, now when they meditate, they get the pain in the throat. They cannot breathe. And then they get pain on the chest, on the in many places. So again, why is there? Now you just sit there. Now we are being sitting for say, the 8 hours today. So is there any pain? No, normally no pain. So if there you sit there here no pain, why you meditate? Just close your eye. Why should the pain arises? Again, this pain just the make up by your mind. So in medical the technique they say they call it schizophrenia. They call like that. Dr. Jenny would know, I think. So now some people they are just thinking, I will be very sick. I have the rain now. So I get cold. If you have that thing, you really get cold. You really get cold. So your mind is created. Some people they don't have any disease, any pain, but they think, I have the back pain. I have the pain. So they to them they appear. When the doctor diagnosed them, no pain, nothing wrong. So these are just created by the mind. You should know that. So when the pain arising there, so it's just abnormal. Why you're breathing? Why should the pain arises in the throat, in the chest, in the belly? So no pain should be there. So so we say why you're meditating. Just try to be peaceful. Whatever you see, don't neglect it. Whatever appears, so neglect it. They are not meditation subject. Your meditation subject is only the in-breath and out-breath. Don't be scared of anything. You are well protected. No? So, no? And then if the pain, no, just like that appear, we say just ignore it. No, ignore it. And then try, to be aware of the in-breath, out-breath. And if the pain does not go away, then you can, so you can stop anapanasati. Just reflect araham, the attribute of the Buddha. And by reflecting the attribute of the Buddha, you can make a wish. May my pain goes away. No, may I be happy and well. May I be happy and well. So in the Middha Bhavana also, you can make a wish. May I be happy and well, and may all other beings be happy and well. No, so by doing that, they would disappear. Okay. So now you can do meditation. Now, if you want to do the question and answer, so the Anthony Lawrence is available to answer you. He knows everything. Now he can give you very good answer. So we invite Anthony Lawrence to come here. So any one of you would like to ask question. For me, I feel a little uncomfortable, so I like to go to rest. No, so excuse me.